Everyone is very excited about Maverick right now, and it looks like he fits into many decks. But if you're short on tokens and can't afford to guess, I'm going to be playing Maverick across a few decks, pushing the climb and placing him where I think he actually lands on the tier list. So, a little history. Maverick, who's also known as David North, and sometimes known as Agent Zero, was tied to the Weapon X program, but not in the same way Wolverine was. He doesn't have the claws or adamantium, but he did get a mutant ability that lets him absorb and redirect energy. This does make him very durable and adaptable, rather than outright destructive, much like a lot of the other weapons have been. And because of that, the Weapon X program used him a bit more like a specialist who could operate in the hostile environments and survive the punishment that was sent his way. He's a bit more morally grey rather than being a straight up hero, and he usually takes a bit more of a support role, which, to be fair, mirrors what he does in Marvel Snap quite well. As for the deck today, I'm going to be doing this Buff Boy deck. Now this one is kind of a take on the deck that I made before. I did a Frankie Raynova video about how she might be slightly better than people are thinking, and this deck overall it did a 63% win rate and it has me up 22 cubes, which is pretty impressive, I think. And it all kind of revolves around buffing the crazy big cards. So for me to just go through the deck with you guys, I know everyone was kind of putting Maverick into a Galactus deck, which is kind of what this is, but I mean to Silver Surfer and other things. I kind of just took out Lasher and put in Maverick. The deck does the same stuff it always did, but Maverick gives more opportunities for buffs. So Agony by default just makes Frankie better, it makes Maverick better, it makes Symbiote better, it makes Black Panther better, any of those cards that you're looking to buff. That's the idea there. Awesome Andy. So with this deck, you kind of need to position cards in 3 separate lanes. That's the best way to do it, purely for setup for Namora, but also Awesome Andy kind of works like a smaller Namora. You put Awesome Andy in a lane and say Frankie and Maverick are in the other 2 lanes, and then the buffs are great there. Ironheart is on the lower end of buffs, but she is here because of things to do with Wong and Odin. They can really pop off when they're put together. Maverick, of course, showcasing the new card today. Wong, as I said before, and with Namora, Wong is incredible. Playing Namora on top of Wong, and you have a Maverick and a Frankie in the other lane. Odin on that is great, and any 6-drop, really, you can on him the Maverick after buffing it to put it in the other 2 lanes, which then buffs the Frankie. That's lower end of what this deck can do. Because, I mean, you have the classic Symbiote Black Panther, or Wong Black Panther into Zola, or Symbiote into Galactus, or Symbiote into Namora into Galactus. I mean, the possibilities are kind of endless. Even if you just had a few of the lower end cards and you kept buffing them with Namora, this deck really pulls off incredible things. And for any of you guys who've been around to see these kind of Black Panther Galactus decks, it runs along those lines, but it relies on having a strong early game as well, which a lot of these cards give. Frankie tends to get her buff mainly from Odin. You're playing Odin onto something to proc its on reveal again, and then Frankie gets the buff after Odin. But you can on him something as well, and then Frankie also gets the buff. Galactus is the one that you wouldn't necessarily play to buff Frankie. But I think most games that I have Frankie out, I'm actually playing a 6-drop, so it's quite consistent. Ironheart is the only one I wasn't too sure about. I was kind of thinking maybe to replace Ironheart back to Lasher again. But then you miss out on a little bit of consistency with Wong, because if you draw Wong and you don't have Namora, Black Panther's really your only other option, and then if you don't have Arnhem to send Black Panther, it's just nice to have a smaller card like Ironheart. You could play Frankie and Ironheart turn 5. But that's the general idea of this deck. I thought I'd go for something a little bit different to what everyone was doing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I had some roller coasters of games. This deck got me very close to Infinite. I'll definitely be grinding later to see if I can try and hit it. As for the tier list, take a look where I put him. In my tier list video, I put him here, just next to Toxin and Scorn in the decent cards thing. And honestly, the way he's playing right now, I think he's outperforming cards like Gwenpool. But it's quite early to make a strong statement. I do think he probably lands around here though. I haven't tried him in Silver Surfer and haven't really seen what people are doing with him yet. But I do think he's very strong. If you are a fan of Silver Surfer or any of the buff decks or anything like that, he's 100% a pickup card. I think he's probably the best card to get this season in terms of future proof and just like all round usage. Second to like Aurora probably. But yeah, I think I'm quite comfortable putting him higher than I rated him before. Well, we're starting off strong with Zombie Galacti. I do really want to play Zombie Galacti at some point. I only just need to make sure to actually get the card. We're not going to be able to cancel that draw. But we do have Galactus. So I don't think I need to worry too much about the draw. Playing Namora left. I think they probably play like Gwenpool or something. Don't want to snap just yet because I don't really have a backup either. Smart. Yeah, these decks rarely run. I rarely run anything to deal with this. It is very telegraphed though. They're snapping. Let's play it out of curiosity.
Are ye worthy?
Oh. That's been happening a decent amount here. Do they genuinely not know what I'm gonna do here? I feel like it was relatively well telegraphed.
Kneel before Galactus.
Oh, please don't be some, like, Shang-Chi or something. Oh, okay, we're good. Whew.
Victory.
What a first game. This usually isn't too tricky for us. The only ongoing card being Wong. Do I want to cloning Vats this? Probably not. Oh, cloning Vats, whatever I buff. That's a pretty good line. I doubt they're running Shadow King in a deck like this. I will be on the lookout for like a Shang-Chi or something.
Wakanda forever!
I think this is mainly down to if I see them snap here. Yeah.
Victory!
I had assumed. This is another one of the winning lines next to Galactus as well. Glad I drew that. Multiple men. This is not a card I've seen in a while. And because of how mediocre move is with multiple men, I'm going to assume it's Phoenix Force. Or not. Somebody is cooking, and I'm a fan. I think I have a vague idea of what I'm trying to do here. Maverick. Let's activate this. Oh. Symbiote Spider-Man stuff. Namora does make things easier for me here. Web Sling, okay. What is he expecting me to do here? Because I could just Galactus. Or I could also Odin. Odin's kind of insane. He's going to scale way above like a couple of Symbiote Spider-Man. But is he trying to do something else? Just in case. Just in case. Okay. And we lost connection again. Oh, we didn't get to see them kneel. The game just keeps crashing. Frankie's pretty good on the left. Strange Supreme, which makes our Galactus location right. If we do Galactus, anyway. I have two lines really, Symbiote, Spider-Man or Galactus. That's fine. I'll save Maverick in case I do the Black Panther route because he'll be better. Tiny little mistake there. The fact that I snapped before I'd actually seen the outcome. I think it's always Galactus, right? I'm a little scared of what this deck runs. Let's see.
Wakanda forever!
Okay. Can we get around this? I mean, I can do this, which puts left very high. Oh, okay.
Victory.
I was a little worried for a second, but I think we're all good. Interesting. Well, I don't know how many of these games are going to be including, because there's some very odd ones. Like, the last one I'm probably not going to include, but it was an Arisham game against an Arisham player who roped most turns, and then as soon as I snapped, they retreated, so... not super eventful. This could be pretty good. I know they've lowered my chances of thingy with Lunar Snow, but... Vision. Glad I got Maverick. Wait, do I buff Namora? Yeah, I will. I think it spreads my power around a bit better. Now, what are they going to expect me to do? Most of these plays aren't too great, but I think I'll just play this out because putting 2 more 14s in place is pretty good. But the Galactus is going to go middle. And kind of screw with me. And not Galactus. Well, it is Galactus, isn't it? It's just the other Galactus. 18 power. Yeah. He'll beat me middle by quite a bit, actually. Unless he assumes I'm playing Galactus left, in which case nothing matters. But I'm also not winning the location, so Galactus wouldn't proc. Yeah, I think in most cases this is usually a retreat. I just didn't do the numbers fully.
Hello! Can you understand me?
Okay. I mean, they're 14. No, they're more than 14 ahead. They're 24 ahead. Never mind. Oh. Well, they're going to have an interesting time with my deck without fully realizing what it is, because I imagine they're not going to get all of the combo pieces. Wow, okay. Yeah, this isn't optimal. I've gone 1 Black Panther, Arnim Zola. Because if they've copied my deck... No target. Do I snap here? Although I haven't fully seen what they've had in their hand. They had a Merlin, a Loki, and a Thaddeus. We'll see, because I have the full combo, but they're scaring me slightly. Actually, I'm gonna snap.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever!
Because I don't think... I mean, they had one card, but if they snap back, I'll retreat. They had one card left from their opening hand. If it's a tech card, then... Yes, I just... Here they can play Arnhem. They can't play Galactus anywhere. They can't really do much with Namora, Maverick, Ironheart, Agony, Awesome Andy. Yeah, most of my cards in my deck are useless for them. I think it all boils down to what card they had.
Cut off one head, two more shall take its place.
Okay, pretty respectable.
Wakanda forever!
That was the only other alternative option, but I still win.
Hail Hydra!
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, even if Wong doesn't go first.
Wakanda forever!
Hail Hydra!
I'm surprised they stayed with that one. Well, never mind.
Victory!
Yeah, I'm surprised they stayed with that one because they knew that I would have had Arnhem Zola. Jimbro Enjoyer. Interesting. Did we just do this and get Galactus? Oh, the fact that I can pull Galactus is a little bit scary. Because they're playing a destroy deck. I do this and I Maverick next turn. I'm quite happy with that. Wouldn't be the most optimal position for it, but... yeah, I think this seems good. And most of the cards that I pull are decent to get to Quantum Tunnel. Deadpool? No. I'm surprised they're playing on this middle location. What do we do here? Do we just... I was gonna say, do we hope that it's Galactus, but at this point I don't think we actually hope that it's Galactus. Oh, never mind.
Victory!
Ooh. Ooh. This is very good. Very, very good for us. Galactus especially. But even better than that, it's really good for Black Panther. Arnhem Zola stuff to send the buffs to the other lanes. That is a terrifying lockjaw. I really wish this wasn't Murder World. Okay, so this is the Hella deck. Which means I'm good on left. If I Galactus, I'm pretty set if I hit the location they're not choosing. Could have actually Galactus this turn. If things went well. Sadly, they did not. Black Panther on Amzola is still viable. It's kind of scary. They still have 3 cards in hand. I think it's this, and then I'm not really sure. This kind of boils down to if they have Hela or not.
Minions to me.
So here they just play one big chunk, right? This beats middle's power and puts a decent fight up right. It's probably the best bet. I imagine they still have some discard activators. They probably have death, but they can't play. Okay, well, we're good.
All hail Hydra!
Nice.
Victory.
Okay, put dive you on my final boss for infinite. And it's a Wiccan deck that hasn't drawn
Opponent.
thingy. They're snapping. Yeah, my final boss for infinite if we go 8 cubes, I suppose. I'm guessing they're snapping because they have Wiccan. Orca. Do I put Maverick here for the buffs, or do I put him here, then Wong Namora? I'll put him here. Maybe Wong Namora right might not be the worst thing. Although Acid Arrow is making it a little bit annoying. They'll get Wong or Symbiote. I think it's this, you know. I'll wait until this turn to snap, just to see if they do anything. Wong. What are you plotting? That's not bad. And then we do Namora. I think Galactus Right is kind of telegraphed. I'm curious to see what they do first before I snap. Okay. So they have 5 cards in hand. They have a whole bunch of energy. I think we kind of have to do it, right? Is a Wiccan deck going to run tech? A Wiccan deck is probably more than likely going to run Shadow King. But screw it. I might as well chance it.
Kneel before Galactus.
Come on, what did you play?
We are the future.
Whew. 1 point in it. Oh, a 30 power Galactus.
Victory.
My good sir, you were about to be my final boss before Infinite. Turns out there is somebody else waiting at the gates because I am 4 cubes off. Well, 3 cubes off, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 3 cubes off. Someone else is waiting at the gates.